The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters. Goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, terrible pass. Sané. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pinches it off him. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, and Holland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Good stop. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Bullet!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And back to the keeper they go. Beckham, a true great in every sense of the word. Pull it. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And now the breakaway. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's skewed away. That has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cafu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a good run down the right. Beckham. And he's well positioned here. Decent chance! And he's found the net! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect.
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's on it, can he get away? A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
No, again there's no way through. And he's been shifted off it. He's looking wide, and this is Neymar. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aims beyond the defence. He can run onto that. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Khan claims comfortably. And he's intervened well there. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's forced to go back. And shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Tries to pass it through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's picked his way through. Madrid leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Number 10, Mbappe. Number 23.
Can they get him away? Oh, good entry!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Xabi Alonso. Number 19, Rijkaard. Number 17,
That'll be a throw-in.
Filippo Inzaghi. Number 11, Vinicius Junior. Number 3, Adams. Substitutions taking place.
Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Quality ball. Upamecano. Howson. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, it's come to nothing. And he's quick to get rid. Opts to play it back. Bellingham! Oh, it's hit the post! There it is! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
After 13 minutes is number 23, Neymar!
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Neymar!
Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here. It's Inzaghi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Endrick. Vieira. And here's Endrick. Well, played right into his path. Terrific effort! And what a big... In he goes again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Madrid currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? There's the shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Pressing high and with purpose. And he thumps it clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Madrid have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's really well manoeuvred. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. And he cuts out the supply.
There will be
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Neymar. Has to go back. It's De Bruyne! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Madrid are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Bellingham. Number 16.
The second period is underway.
Coming on the field.
Madrid can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Substitution.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's having a hit! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Goal! After 50 minutes.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Oh, that's ambitious. And for a moment, time stood still. Can he get it through? Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Solar. He's gone for goal! Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. That's gone for a throw-in. Beckenbauer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Haaland. And he's intervened well there. Gerrard. That ball looks a good one. He is through here. Zola. Zola proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's superb. Oh, this looks sharp. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Madrid
De Bruyne.
can make their
Number
change now with
15,
a break in play.
Vieira. Number 4. Yamal.
Into the last quarter of an
Coming
hour.
on the field.
Well
Number
played, that
10,
has snuffed out the
Bullet.
danger.
Number 19.
Looking to play him in.
Eduardo Camavinga. Number 6. Mbappe.
Ambitious ball here. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Bullet. Quality ball. Camavinga. Here's Haaland. That's a sharp pass. And it's Totti. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he has taken a dim view of this. A second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Madrid are down to 10 men. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. And here's just about within shooting range.
There will be 3
Well
minutes
timed,
added time.
excellent interception. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Delivery from Mbappe. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the
Hello
game.
everybody, and please join me
Your
in
reflections
wishing a
then, Jim.
happy wedding
Madrid
anniversary for one of
desperately
our fan
failing
club
to
members.
impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy, and his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he can do a lot of covering and recovering, so being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super! Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rui Costa's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
First quarter of an hour gone. Tomori spots it and intercepts. And here's Forlan. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Roberto Carlos. And here's Cruyff.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rummenigge. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And it's Beckham. And this is a big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And here's Cruyff. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. Now it's Forlan. It's played through for him. Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Messi. Tomori. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Added time.
Deco. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Madrid really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Madrid just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Madrid leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That is a brilliant interception. Looking to play him in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He doesn't look too happy with that. Maldini. This is a promising build-up.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Xabi Alonso. And there's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Xabi Alonso, a true great in every sense of the word. And he's picked out the run. And he's hit Fallen! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get rid.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that has been knocked clear. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Rui Costa.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's Rui Costa!
Substitutions taking place.
That was no routine save.
Rui Costa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Koundé tries to clear. Cruyff. Xabi Alonso. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Cafu. Out towards the flank. Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Beckham. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. And he's running through. Just about within shooting range. Frustratingly close. Tomori picks it up from the goal kick. Here's a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around.
And there's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Now it's Diaz. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Not a hint of offside here. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! Galatasaray are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Looking for a runner. Well read, nice interception. Hops for safety. Now it's Neymar. Neymar, good purposeful running this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham, the man we've all come to watch. Davids did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Howson spots it and intercepts. And it's Neymar. That is good progress on the left. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Galatasaray kick off the second half.
Number 4,
Madrid clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Van Nistelrooy. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Yamal. And here's Hullet. He'll try from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe, shot, surely! Dispatched clinically! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Madrid leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
So changes afoot here, and from both
15,
sides.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Johan Cruyff. Number 17, Xabi Alonso. Substitution in progress.
Now, can they get him away? Howson makes the interception. Xabi Alonso. Costa Curta. Now Howson. Beckham. De Bruyne producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tomori. Xabi Alonso. Oh no, this does not look good. Beckham. Xabi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? That's a cute ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been hooked away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, that's been intercepted.
Indicated.
And we're done. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so... So it all boils down to this. The team so desperate to be up amongst the big hitters. And today, only a win suffices. It truly doesn't get any better, any bigger than this. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Madrid must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Vieri. He might be in here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Vieri.
There they go, hunting again.
Quarter of an hour played. Tries to cross. Short changes him with... And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And Cruyff! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. And a chance! There's a goal! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
De Bruyne! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter.
Real chance! And that's a good finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
De Bruyne! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great leap! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now the chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Terrific! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, what has happened here? And it's De Bruyne. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cross flung, and again!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Bebeto. Good ball, good take. Now it's Vieri. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1.